All aboard is what they say on trains. I've forgotten what they say on planes. It is also what they said on trains in the 20s.
Yeah.
I don't know what gets said now. Welcome, everybody, to the fucking flight.
Yes.
My name's Adam Knox. Ben Vanel and Tommy Dassolo are both here.
Yes,
Yep.
my name's Ben Vanel. This is my voice.
My name's Tommy Dassolo. What am I doing on this flight? Am I serving drinks? Am I, doing
This
the
is a
safety
bit of a special
demonstration?
flight. I don't know if you guys remember with last year. It's right there, copyrighted by Microsoft 2020. So now we know who's to blame. The world went nuts, and it still is, but they did the Olympics this year anyway.
Yep.
And we got an invitation. Could you believe?
That's it.
We're flying from Melbourne, Australia to Tokyo, Japan in honor of the Tokyo 2020/21 Olympics.
In honor of it. We're not attending. We
No.
did get an
No.
invitation, but we're just doing it to sort of pay tribute to the Olympics.
I'm going to Super Potato. I've heard lots about it, and that's my intention.
This installation manager screen, more interesting than the Olympics opening ceremony. I have
Well,
to
we
say.
were already in the main menu, but we thought it'd be nice for the video to go right from the start. But let me tell you, as someone who's done this all day, get ready to watch this bit of blue move further over, which is
Hey,
kind of
gives
what
us some
happens when
time
you
to,
fly anyway.
to set up the premise.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This
I
is a
literally... I had flights booked for Tokyo a year ago. I was going to attend at least some of the Olympic events that I could get into. I used to be a
Wow.
sports reporter at the time, so I was like, this is great. I'm going to go have a relaxing holiday in Kyoto, and then I'll dip into Tokyo and experience the Olympics.
Yep.
And wouldn't you know it, COVID fucking happened, and I've been in the same room ever since.
Yeah. I was actually going to be at the Olympics too as a competitor in the swimming,
Right.
but unfortunately COVID happened, and it completely destroyed my perfect swimmer's body
Yep.
that I had prior to March of 2020.
You've maintained the all-body shave, though, haven't you? You wax every inch of the body.
And if you want to know how, then Manscaped can get back in touch with us, and maybe I'll
Give a recce.
Yeah.
So-
I just want to say quickly, that splash screen we were just on is a very bizarre choice of image to showcase the game. A little
Yes.
biplane crashing into a rhino. Of all
I
the
know.
imagery that you could pick to be sat on for 5 minutes.
swooping them like you're in a fucking Alfred Hitchcock movie,
Yes.
whichever one that was.
Yes.
But this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It is the fresh Xbox Series X version that we're looking at here. Came out last year on the PC, and because I'd played it previously on the PC, it meant that all of my controls were bound for mouse and keyboard, and that carried over. So I had to plug in a physical mouse to my Xbox, which was fun. But here we are, baby.
So did you
This
had
is
to do
us.
that to then reset the controls? I assume you're using the controller now?
Yes, I am. This is a controller with this cursor. I believe that custom time was set previously by me on the PC.
Bloody some gremlins must have got into the system and hacked it. I don't know who made it that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. So we're going to fly. This is where we are currently. We're
Yep.
down
Yeah.
here in Melbourne.
Give a bit of intro to everyone who's maybe thinking about picking this up, or I guess downloading it on Game Pass. There's a bunch of modes. I played this on PC when it came out, and basically just got through the tutorials and then flicked on, I think you told me about it, Knox, the sort of free fly mode where you just sort of zip
Yes.
around, had a look around the world. But I didn't really lean into the simulation aspects of it. I just kind of used it as a fun Google Earth tool. But what are we going to be using? What mode are we in now?
So this is just the free flight mode where you can kind of make your own trips. It does simulate the entire, as you can see here, the entire world is represented here in
Well,
Flight Simulator.
it's wrong because they've done it round. So I'd like to talk for between
it's
1 and
just
2
a-
hours about what's inconsistent about this and what we know to actually be the truth
Right.
of how the world
Yeah, it's
actually
just
looks.
a visualization tool, really.
Joining us on
to-
the call will be Kyrie Irving to discuss with Tommy a panel of experts on the flat Earth theory.
But the coolest thing about this game is this aspect of it, is that the entire world is mapped out in really crazy detail for it being the entire world, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not perfect all the time, but it's bizarre to go into a video game and see Colac written down.
Yeah.
You know, it's a strange experience that we're going to partake in. So my plan, I'm
Yep.
in control here. This is me playing. We're going to start at Melbourne Airport,
Yep.
Okay.
and then we're going to have
Wild.
a little bit of a we're going to have a little bit of a flight around the city.
Yeah,
There's no flights from Essendon Airport to Kyoto that we could do.
Not on this particular carrier.
Well,
If you
I
wanna
had
look for that.
I had a thought, Knox, that we could fly over where the areas we grew up. Because if we
Yep.
start in what's that airport near Frankston, further south?
Taiab Airport.
Do you-
That'd be. Oh,
would-
well, that's Moorabbin, but there's also Taiab Airport, which is closer down to around here somewhere. I've flown out of there
It's
before.
a bit further south, I think.
Yeah, I went to school in
There it is.
Taiab. So there it is. I also can't read a map. That's not going to help.
Because
But
we
so,
can take
yeah,
off
like,
from there, go over Mount Eliza, swing up through Brighton. You grew up in, right, Tommy?
No, Malvern.
Oh, Malvern. Well, even better. And
Yeah.
then swing
Yep.
out east over the Dandenongs.
Yeah.
Well, and I want to show people the city proper as well, show some
Yes.
sights.
Yeah.
And then
for
what
sure.
we're going to do is embark on our flight up to the northwest, over to Tokyo, Japan,
Mm-hmm.
where the Olympics are being held. And then maybe you guys can show me around Japan a little bit.
Yeah.
But we've got, I think let's just go from Melbourne Airport, have a look at the city,
Right,
and then go
sure,
down
sure.
south.
Yeah,
Yep. Like it.
And then we will go over to. You see, I've already searched these ones previously.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a little.
Big Breasts Airport. Yeah, I can see it in there.
Welcome to
Tammy Anderson
Anime Titties.
International.
Toki. Oh,
Why
Tom
does
Tom and
toothbrush
tooting.
come up as a suggested autofill
you never
thing
been
there?
to Toothbrush Airport in Sweden? So, oh yeah, here we go. Is that the main airport there, Hanada?
No.
Narita is the
Haneda?
big international one, yeah.
Narita.
Yeah.
No worries. Let's fly. So this has been almost a full year since I've played this game. I haven't really played much of it to prepare for this. I'm going to be bad at flying. I just want to make you aware of that right now.
Great.
If that's what the pilot said as you got onto a flight,
It's been
thank
ages.
you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be your captain. It's going to be a pretty bumpy flight, I got to be honest. The weather is fine, but I haven't flown in years.
But look, I watched Sully in lockdown, so even if stuff does go wrong, I reckon I'd get a handle on it pretty quickly.
I've had a bit of a tool around the runway. Haven't gone in the air yet, so this is going to be exciting for all of us.
Hey,
I
Adam.
did do this about 3 times a year ago, so it should be fine. Yeah.
Hey, Adam, when this first came out, I remember you saying that there was, they were trying to, the whole plan was for it to be a complete model of the world, but there were bits that they were still kind of filling in. Is it your understanding that a year on that's kind of mostly happened at this point, that a lot of those gaps are kind of more detailed now?
No.
Okay.
We'll see with examples from areas that we know quite well, but
Okay.
it's better now, I
Yep.
think.
But
and
it's
also
an ongoing
the fact
project.
that it's an AI program kind of. So it's partially an AI project, and some of it is handmade things, usually around big cities and airports.
Right.
So
Some of it's paid DLC, right?
some of it is, because that's
Yeah.
like handcrafted and modeled by actual people.
Yeah.
And some of it is like we have here in Melbourne, I assume, which is auto-generated based on aerial images.
Right.
Now, we're in what's called a plane here. Thank you for joining me. You boys are back here.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
in
great.
invisibility mode.
Crouched down behind these chairs because you're terrified.
No, that's just how tall we are.
And the first little bit of this is going to be me remembering what the fuck to do to fly a plane. Now, I'm going to assume we do not want the parking brake on.
Yep.
Fair.
Set that off.
I remember that. And then I'm just going to hit the acceleration button. That seems right.
Oh,
Look at that.
Oh, baby.
Speaking of people's heights, you seem very short in this view we can see. You can barely see over the fucking dashboard.
Yeah, that's a bit of a hindrance, to be honest. We can also have a look from out here. Maybe
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
There we go. Now
I
we're
way
talking.
prefer that. Yeah. But I assume, because isn't it sort of a reality of being a pilot that you're mostly looking at the sort of dials and gauges and stuff. Like,
Right.
Exactly.
you don't really fly the plane according to. It's not like a car. You're sort of not looking for obstacles and shit out the windscreen. There's a flight
No.
plan.
Yeah, if you
You're
want the
looking at
view,
the
you
altimeter
get in
and
a hot
shit.
air balloon.
Yeah.
Now, this isn't also, I mean, that, especially if you're flying like a commercial airliner, that would definitely be the case, which we are clearly not right now. This is much too small of an aircraft to fly to Tokyo in.
I was going to say that.
Yeah. Thankfully, we
This will
packed
take
unlimited
ages.
fuel.
Well, we didn't. That fuel gauge is at 50% right now down in the bottom
yeah.
left there. So we'll see what happens, but
No,
I
I
think
think-
we'll be fine.
I think the option mode was set to unlimited, so I do think we're fine. Have you
Maybe
guys
they've
ever
got
flown
a-
in a plane this size in reality?
Yes.
Oh, where? Where to?
Just on a little. What have I done? I've done like because my dad has his pilot's license.
Oh, right.
So I've gone on just like a little, like we didn't go anywhere. Or what do you call it?
Right.
Just go up in the sky and do like a couple of laps and then come
Okay.
A
back down.
joyride.
A joyride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We stole the
Is that
plane.
a joyride?
Yeah.
I don't know.
A
Stole
joyride's
the
when you
plane.
steal someone's car and fly around.
Yeah. Then we crashed it into the Yarra and set it on fire. We
Yeah.
had the full joyride experience.
How do you
Um,
suppose I put that landing gear up?
You can check. It'll pause if you go to the controls, right? Or will it just pop it up on
Yeah, but I think that's against the spirit. I'm just going to increase flaps.
the... Oh.
No.
I wouldn't think
yes,
that the
please.
wheels were considered a flap.
Mate, being in lockdown for the past few weeks, there's been a super decrease in flaps. I didn't see landing gear up, but is this not fixed? Is this not rigid landing gear? Because
That front one looks like it'd move.
Well, it doesn't seem to be having any kind of negative effect on the flying.
No. So maybe we're all right. Let's see
So-
if I've done the checklist. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. I did all of them somehow.
fuck yeah.
I've got the autopilot on pretty heavily here, I believe, by the way. That's worth pointing out. So this is the west of Melbourne.
Right.
We're flying roughly over Essendon right now. That'd be Essendon Airport right there.
Yep.
Over here.
Right. So yeah, this is the at this point sort of the inner-ish northwest, or just the not the outer. It's not the inner quite, but yeah, it's suburban.
That's the Tullamarine.
Suburban northwest Melbourne. Yeah.
The that freeway is constantly under construction.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like a 4 or 5 lane freeway that has been a 2-lane freeway for the entire time they've been building it.
Oh yeah.
into
Also,
a 4 or 5.
for international viewers, remember where we took off from, and you'll see how far the city is.
Yeah.
There's no public transport between the two. There's just
Yeah.
freeways.
Right. Yeah, you
Absurdly
get a
long
thing-
distance. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can either get a taxi, and apparently, like the taxi lobby has is something to do with that. They're
Right.
building a new train line now.
Yeah,
that'll go
yeah.
like from the city, which is over there, to the west, which is kind of over there, and then up here.
Mm.
But
We
in the
have talked
meantime,
about this a
you get
lot
the
on the
sky
podcast,
bumps.
most famously when we spent 15 minutes discussing how long it would take all of
Oh,
us
yeah.
to get to the airport from our then houses.
Right. This is the
And you can see
logical
why.
sort of end point of that conversation. Actually,
The
flying
airport
the distance.
is so far away from the city that you have to go past another airport to get there.
And I mean, I know Sydney is the sort of huge difference, the opposite. It's like a 20-minute drive away
Yeah.
in traffic. But there are, Narita, where we're going, is another example of an airport that's ages out from the
It's
city.
very
like
far out.
Further than this,
Yeah.
right, Tommy?
but it's got like a bullet train that connects it to the city.
Yeah.
So
It's got a bullet
It's
train.
also-
It's got just a unique, airport link, which is like, $15 and
Yeah.
is fast as well. It's like a V-line train.
I mean, to show you how far it is from the airport to the Melbourne CBD, as we're demonstrating right now, it even takes a long time to fly there.
If you bang or turn around a bit to the left, Knox,
Uh-huh.
I think you moused over slightly Brunswick West before, which I lived for a long time, and you're in Brunswick East.
I am, yeah. So the Brunswicks and the Fitzroys and the Collingwoods, this inner north,
Yeah.
this kind of region here, this is
this
where
big
me and Tommy
segment to-
live.
Yeah, right there.
Ben's kind of further over this way,
Yeah.
under that bridge.
Yeah, see, Kensington is appearing there. I'm basically there.
Bridge.
I live really close to... Actually, that giant street that's directly below the plane now, I believe I live on that street.
Oh wow.
That's where I am.
That
now.
race
Yeah.
course there is
Yep.
where your mother lives because she's a horse face. Gotcha.
Because she loves to cop a ride.
This is Royal Park there. That's where the zoo is. Let's go check in on the animals.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, we'll be flying basically over my apartment almost. I live directly opposite Royal Park.
How about that?
This
All
is
right,
very
now,
cool.
This will possibly lead to us crashing.
Being in the zoo and seeing a plane just heading directly down over you would be so traumatic.
I mean, you could say that of any location as well. I don't think it matters if you're at the zoo. Anywhere
yeah.
other than an airport.
Yeah,
This is a big
true.
cemetery.
Really?
A bunch of dead people under there.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's the Lygon Street one. All right, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So that's Lygon Street right there. That's
Yeah.
where all the celebrations were when Italy won the UEFA Cup.
Yes.
So this is a CBD,
Yep, beautiful Melbourne.
and in here you can kind of see how the game deals with,
Three-dimensional
Making-
rendering.
right. Like this is a good example. This museum, this is the museum, and this place is called the Exhibition Centre. They're the right shape. The buildings just, obviously they don't have the same textures. Those big warehouse shed things are not there normally in real life.
You're
Yeah,
right over
the-
my house at the moment, basically, too.
Yeah.
I
That
think
one
I'm
of those
flying
buildings
towards
is
it.
meant to have domes. It's the largest dome in the southern hemisphere or something like that. It's a beautiful big Victorian heritage building, but
Big
yeah,
fancy dome.
not rendered at all.
And so, like, back in the sort of release version on the PC around a year ago, over here, if we go towards the MCG, which is the famous Melbourne Cricket Ground,
Yep.
that used to be, like, apartment buildings in a circle
Oh, wow.
because the AI engine, like, had misinterpreted what it was. So they fixed that. Look, there's a tennis court. You got Rod
Yeah.
Laver and shit. There's all those tennis courts. There's Amy Stadium, and that's the MCG right there.
Well, that's so cool.
So it does look a lot more like that. You could pick that this is Melbourne if you just saw a photo of this.
Yeah.
Right.
The buildings aren't right in the CBD. We've got different types of, they don't look anything like the pretty distinctive.
Oh, boy.
Daisy. The pretty distinctive buildings that
Oh no, it's okay.
you'd be able to see if you look out the left window. Sorry, the right window. Sorry, the left
Jesus.
window. Sorry, the right window. All
Pull
right.
up. Oh god.
How about this instead? So I've turned on this thing that's called
Oh,
slew
great.
mode, and
Yep.
this is where shit really starts to shine with this game. Now with this, you can just fucking zoom about anywhere you like.
That's cool.
Let's go into the CBD then carefully.
Well, what I'm gonna do first is just like turn it back off and get us out of this tailspin, so we're not hearing the wind rushing through our head
Okay.
forever.
I'm imagining myself in the reality of how we set this video up at the start, and it's like you going, all right, off we go to Tokyo to the Olympics, and then all of a sudden we're just like, we're just flying around you going, yeah, look at that, the MCG looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And I'm in the back going, yeah, can we just get to fucking Tokyo, please?
Here's another stadium that's called Marvel Stadium now.
Yes.
You got, I think this is meant to be the Eureka building,
Oh, yeah.
which is, I think was for a time the tallest
sure.
building in the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you
it's
go back to
got-
Marvel Stadium real quickly?
Yeah. I really
Where was
can,
that?
really quickly. This is
so-
what I want from life. I've
Yeah.
had
Right.
dreams that of being able to just fly like this. It's fucking to be good.
Oh,
So roughly
yeah.
around
Off the
here
car.
in this little section, we're basically over where the three of us went and saw the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Let's, wait a minute.
It's
Where's the
that
fucking
direction.
wheel?
Where that red thing is, I think that's Costco.
Oh yeah, yeah. the
so it's
top,
in
yeah.
there.
That's the wheel right there. It's flat here.
Yes, yes.
They should
That
just
should
get
be
like
a
the
giant
London Eye
Ferris
model
wheel.
and
Yeah.
jam it in. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like the London Eye. The red is a Costco, and that little building, that little extension on the right end of the actual building there to the left is the Hoyt Cinema that we saw
This is
Sonic the Hedgehog.
exactly. This is where I was sitting watching the Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Knox
This is
refused to go
exactly it.
indoors with us. He just popped out a lawn chair on the top of the Costco and was like, "You boys are paying for it, you
Yeah.
fucking schmucks."
Yeah.
You got yourselves a Carl's Jr. over about here.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times. Awful. Just like bad Burger King. I really didn't
Yeah.
enjoy it.
A lot of those American chains that have tried to come over here haven't translated well.
There's a good Greek restaurant in there, like next to the Carl's Jr. If you're ever.
Yeah, there's a
If
good
you're
yum
looking
char
in
as
the-
well.
Yeah.
I've been highly
This is where
recommended.
Tommy's old house was.
Yep.
Yep.
This is where Nick Giannopoulos lives.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, we can visit all of our old houses exactly, but let's not go to our new houses.
Yeah.
No, or like
By street.
houses where I grew up but my parents still live.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So this thing here is a train station, and you can kind of see here how like the AI knows that this is garden, but this is not a jungle in
Plant
real
Wow.
life.
trees.
It's like the Jurassic Park
Wow.
City Builder game.
Yeah.
I wish that would have been incredible when I lived there.
Yeah.
This is a bench where we've done a podcast, Tommy, you and
Yep.
me. There's a bench right here.
Yeah, when we first got out of lockdown last year, and we couldn't have people in the house,
Ugh.
and we were so sick of doing Zooms for 4 months. Adam was a guest on my other podcast, so we just went, we'll do it in a park.
Great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so
this is Melbourne.
Mel-
If you've never really seen it and you only know it from us describing, it's
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great city. It's got I like the grid layout, as people can see from looking at this. It's pretty simple to get around. If the CBD is like big and bustling, it feels like a major sort of European city, which I know is a cliche, but I think it genuinely does. It's
Yeah.
it's got a dirty river running through it, like all great, metropolises.
There was a seal in this river the other day.
Yeah.
And so, like here, back in the original version, this is Flinders Street Station, and this was all just sort of houses before.
Right.
But this place is called Federation Square, and it's got weird, stupid-shaped buildings.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of get it here. It looks very different. I mean, it's still houses. They've only got so many
That looks like
textures to
Noddy's
work
house.
with.
What the fuck's going on there?
But you get the idea still. It does a good enough job if you're not like zooming right down and fucking analyzing it.
Yeah.
Like that building is a circle in real life. It
Yeah.
has a spire coming out of
Yep.
it somewhere around here. But
That's the art center, right? Yeah.
yeah, pretty close. Close enough that like it's really impressive considering they've done this with the entire world.
Yes.
And also considering
Yeah.
I'm running the game
Yeah.
in a way that breaks it, and this is on an Xbox, and it's running pretty well. This is a demanding game that is rendering a lot of shit at 4K right now, and is working with all this lighting, all of this shit
Yeah.
everywhere. It's a fucking cool ass game. So where should we go? Are we going to down near where I grew up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's have
So
a
down
squiz
this
at the
way.
peninsula.
Yeah, this is the. Oh, actually, we're going to go past Tommy's place. So
Should we
Around
put
here
it back
somewhere.
into
Seeing
actually
a plane
flying?
flying like this would be way more terrifying than what I said before about it diving down onto the zoo.
Yeah.
This
I
is
reckon
like
let's fly
drones.
around Melbourne, zoom up to Japan, and then fly around Tokyo.
yeah, okay. Let's turn the flying back on then. Here we go. We're flying.
Nice.
So down along there somewhere, that's roughly where you used to live, Tommy, where you grew up.
No.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
wrong.
bit more inland though, right?
Oh, is it?
It's way
Wait,
more
Malvern.
inland. That's where Malvern's like sort of eastern
I was thinking of-
suburbs.
I was thinking of Brighton still, which is right there.
Yeah. Well, that's where my parents live now.
Yeah, right.
I see.
Not to give too much away.
It's more.
That's
It's
the
near
location of
Caulfield,
Mum and
right?
Dad.
Malvern.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So it's more.
It's really. You go.
Tommy, I'm just showing exactly where your parents live. I think you said you wanted to do that.
It's like that direction, Knox. If you like, sort of go east,
Yeah.
it's
It's not worth flying over because it's just a very.
It's just
It's
the
not very
suburbs.
Yeah.
visually.
It's over
definitely
this-
not like your
this-
guys's.
This big chunk of fucking houses here.
Yeah.
That's all like Malvern and other places that.
Elstonwick is. I guess that's sort of closer to
Yeah.
the
Toorak.
coast. Yeah, Toorak, Caulfield's
Glen
there.
Huntley.
Yeah.
Some cunts who've never seen a barrel roll before. That's for damn sure. Well, fix that for you. Whoops. Oh boy, this plane is really wanting to crash into the ground. So
We've got
in
a-
terms of a
Gravity's
it
having a
runs
bit of
on
a say
riffs.
in that, I think.
It runs on quality riffs, and it's like, guys, come on, you got to pick it up.
we're never gonna make it to Tokyo. This that's the Nepean Highway.
Yeah.
This the way that this simulates flight is perfect as far as I'm concerned. Like, I've never been at the controls of a plane, but it sure feels like this is what it would be like.
Right.
So that aspect of the game is, and I mean, I've seen it very widely praised by people who know what they're talking about.
Yes.
Right.
So if you're
it's
interested
good that
in
the
that-
simulation of flying is good in this game called Flight Simulator.
Hey, not guaranteed. It's not always guaranteed.
Sure.
So what we're doing is the drive that I used to do home all the time back when I
Right.
lived down on the peninsula and would go to the city. That's the Nepean. It used to be the best option.
Mm-hmm.
It's a boring fucking road
Yeah.
with a whole bunch of nothing along it.
It really is, yeah. Hyatt.
Oh,
down
that's
there.
Southland. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh boy. This is like, you know, if a god started playing with the world and started like picking you up and moving you around, and it'd just be like so fucking disoriented.
So that's Southland right there. That's a big shopping center. I've seen movies there too.
Oh,
You
we
remember,
could do the cinema tour of inner or metropolitan
absolutely.
Melbourne.
Yeah, name a movie and I'll take you to where I saw it. They got cinemas in Mentone as well.
Gold member.
I can actually show you that. Hold on. Well, we're going there now. We're going
Oh,
down
great.
towards Frankston,
Okay.
Oh yes.
which I just want to get a little load of these. So, yeah, the choice of flora that the game makes is questionable sometimes. Like, these trees are fucking thick. And I guess it gives the impression from the sky of roughly how the thing looks. But, like, yeah, the palm trees being down here, this is not a
Yeah.
tropical area. There are some fake palm trees along the beach sometimes.
Sure,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
they're
this
real
is
palm trees. But
this is like a temperate alpine climate. Like we have a lot
Yeah.
of gum trees. Obviously, eucalypts are the native flora, but yeah, a lot of pine trees got planted around here. A lot of conifers, a lot of European, British trees. Which, yeah, like it is kind of weird living here, having such a high percentage of like non-native flora around.
it looks really stupid, to be honest. Like, as
In
you get
reality,
closer
you
to the
mean.
peninsula, yeah, in real
Right.
life,
Yeah.
I mean, this is fine. But seeing a real palm tree along that specific beach is
Right.
just the dumbest looking thing. And as you get further down the peninsula, I think the councils down there have been like, no, make it fucking bush. Like,
Right.
make it look like
Yeah,
how
yeah,
it's meant
yeah.
to.
Well, I think St Kilda specifically and Elwood, I think, were boom towns during sort of the gold rush era,
Right.
and through like to the 20s, 1920s. So, yeah, a lot of people came here from California and built Californian bungalows, sort of Art Deco buildings in that area, this sort of coastal area, and yeah, they planted palm trees to feel like they were, in the Venice Beach of Down Under.
It makes St Kilda especially just feel really tacky.
Right.
St Kilda, I fucking hate St Kilda.
St Kilda is like the Atlantic City of Victoria because they also built a retro theme park there.
Yeah. And you're
Yeah, St.
gambling
Kilda sucks.
with your life if you go there at 1 a.m.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm just going to speed this up a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, I didn't
Yep.
realize it would take this long.
Yeah, it's like you've never flown a plane at ground level before to show over other things. So this here is
I guess
Frankston.
I probably need to get more drunk. That'll help simulate how I usually fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually got a movie playing on the iPad in front of me while we're doing this as well.
This is Frankston Beach.
Right.
It's not great, but it's not awful. You get this gross canal that's always got trolleys in it, and then the best Korean I've ever had is right about here.
Oh.
This is the main Frankston shopping centre, and so this that we're looking at here is the cinema. Actually, no, that's the new cinema. The cinema where I saw Gold Member was here.
I love. Oh wow. That doesn't
Yeah.
look like a cinema at all. Looks like a school.
Yeah.
It's not a cinema anymore, but this was like the entrance, and this is a La Poqueta, the orange building, and then this little shed is a cash converters, I believe.
Okay.
Right. Frankston, for I guess, for our non-Victorian listeners and also international listeners, might have come up in some stand-up comedy you've consumed if you're, like many podcast listeners. Yeah, you're in America, you dive into the comics you find on podcasts and
Yep.
You check out their material. Was Husey from Frankston?
No,
I don't know if
Hughes is
he's
from
from there, but yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he's,
right.
It's
he's
from
chucked the punchline on
Warrnambool.
It's from Warrnambool.
This plane's flying crazy.
I got
Put
it
it
this
down
way.
over here. I'm
Microsoft
going to
Flight
buy this
Simulator.
house.
It started flying horizontally. The laws of physics weren't being obeyed. That made me very angry.
So this
I'd
is
love to get Husey on this and do a flying tour of all the properties that he owns in
Oh,
Melbourne.
yes.
That would be great.
We don't have time. YouTube surely has an upload limit. So that area is where I grew up, and then over this way to these mountains over here. Now you're talking Ben country. I
Yeah.
believe.
So, give me some landmarks. I'm kind of lost.
What's this? This let's go down a little and. Oh wait. Let's fly directly down towards this. We're very high up now, by the way.
Oh,
What does that
fuck.
say? Fernshaw.
Not the right area.
I
Where
see.
are we?
Where are we?
Yeah, I think you've gone over the mountains. I'm closer
Fair
to
enough.
the suburbs.
Oh yeah, there's Lilydale. So we're over Lilydale right now. What does that mean for us?
Go. I'm lost.
Well-
Are you going back towards the city?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Well, like, this is the city here.
Okay. Go directly east for a little bit,
Okie dokie.
and kind of
East.
get down and dirty because there's like big highways and
That'd
stuff.
be it there, wouldn't it?
It's
Yeah,
got to be
Upper
this
Ferntree
area.
Gully. Here
That's
we
Upper
go.
Ferntree Gully.
Upper Ferntree
you-
Gully. There we go.
How'd they come up with the name
way.
Tree Mountain?
Yeah.
That's pretty clever.
So sort of down to the left, I think, is the sort of way you drive up the mountain. You go through
Yep.
Tremont. Ferny Creek is basically where I grew up. So back to your to the left. Turn around.
Generally in the woods here.
Yeah, or just around here. Alinda is where my parents currently live. This is a big
This is
dam.
the lake where you're
It's a
going to
reservoir.
drown.
Yep. By my own choice. At the age
I didn't
of
mention
53.
as well, we will be going to future locations as well. Whoop. Oh! That represents
those,
whether we're going forward or backward in time.
All those areas too, they're like linked by one road, and you kind
Yes.
of go through all of them in about like half an hour. So if you're ever visiting Melbourne and you want a fun day trip, the drive up there is awesome. Stop off
It's
and
fantastic,
get a pie
yeah.
at the bakery, and it's
Yeah,
it's a
it's
great
a
little
lovely
day trip.
area.
It's called-
Sassafras.
Yes, Mount Dandenong is the mountain, and the Mount Dandenong Tourist Road, takes you through every local town, many of which I either grew up in or went to school in. It's it's a lovely area.
So then are these also the Dandenongs, or what mountains are these?
These are probably the Warburton Ranges or the Yarra
Ah.
Ranges. The further out you go, there's
see.
there's a bunch of different mountain ranges.
Well, whatever it is, there's a light on this that I can see from my apartment balcony that at one stage during lockdown I thought was a UFO. So, let's go to Tokyo.
All right.
Yeah.
That's Melbourne, the sort of horse head shaped Port Phillip Bay there.
Yep.
Look at that.
I
Look at
took
that.
I went out on a dinghy into the Port Phillip Bay with Rob Caruana and Timothy Clark, and Rob's wife Lucy, and 2 6-packs of beer. It was one of the great
Oh.
days.
Now, I love
Fuck
this
yeah.
about this mode is you can get high enough that you can just be in space.
We're Bezos. We're Bezos,
Yeah.
baby.
So that little purple arrow is going to point us to Tokyo, and we're just
Oh,
going to
sure.
fly over the landmass of Australia and go there.
Fuck yeah.
Bye, bitch.
This mode is fucking cool as, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm going to download this tonight.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So this is called slew mode when you're looking
Right.
for it. It is not visible in the controls immediately. You have to kind of search for it. It's a bit fucking stupid. This game...
The mode that
translation-
Microsoft doesn't want you to know about.
Yeah. In translating it, we're getting a little bit of... I'm pushing it a little hard right now.
Oh,
Hold
right.
on. There we go. In the translation of this from PC to console, they've obviously tried to make it a bit more of an accessible experience. It's crazy to me that it works as well as it does. Like, you saw a bit of hitching there as the game loads the map of the entire world in real time from the internet.
yeah.
So whatever. But we're in Queensland already. This is the tip of Queensland, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
wow.
can we get a landmark? What's the nearest town
Well,
there?
this would be Port Douglas up here somewhere, right?
Oh yeah, is
I
Port
don't know
Douglas this
exactly
far
where.
up? I've been to Port Douglas. It's beautiful.
It's pretty far
Yeah.
up, I think, right?
I don't know if it's all the way up the top. It's like I drive. It's a half-hour flight from Cairns, I think.
Well, there's a place called Horn 1. So you can get your bearings from there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Obviously, I know Horn 1.
Is that a military base, maybe?
Oh, probably
Ooh.
Let's get closer and try and find out some secrets.
one of the American
I'm
ones.
not suggesting. I'm not suggesting you go back, Adam. But one of the other times I've been in a light plane was we did a lap around Uluru. I would love if you fly over it in this game and it's just a giant house.
I'm sure that's one of the places they put a bit of effort into.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
I mean,
But it
we
would
could
be
go have a look.
Great.
Yeah.
No,
It's not,
don't worry about it.
okay.
All right. Well, we do have to get to Japan. There are a lot of people. I mean, the Olympics have already started. I'm sure that they're wondering where we are.
Have you guys watched any of the events?
I'm not in the mood, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Something
I
about
haven't-
what's
I
going
haven't
on in the
checked out
world
any yet.
is just
I watched-
doesn't make the Olympics seem.
I think I watched stuff I would have normally watched if it came up on free-to-air TV. I've watched some of the Australian women's basketball team. They were competing against Bulgaria, I think. And I've watched some of the women's soccer, which, like Sam Kerr is one of the greatest soccer players in the world. So, but I didn't seek it out, I guess. I just went on the 7 app and was like, I'll give this a go while I wait for Survivor to start.
Yeah. It's
So-
been on in the background in my house a little bit. I just
Right,
kinda
Sure.
Had it be.
Believe that was Indonesia we just flew over. So we went over the entirety of another landmass.
Yep. Oh, something's
reckon
coming
it's-
up. Oh,
look at
that. Wow.
What's that? You talking Guam? I know
don't
Guam's
know.
out here somewhere.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I should have got a map up.
I don't know where Port Douglas is, but I've seen Guam on a map.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's near Gualeg.
It's not that near. It's near Guam Pit.
Well, it's connected eventually. There's a song I could tell you. Beautiful Japan,
Ah,
ladies and gentlemen
here
of the
we are.
fly.
Yes.
Look at that. Doesn't take long at all, does it?
No.
No.
All right. Let's go to Tokyo.
Have you guys
Oh,
ever
boy.
been on a flight with someone who just watches the flight map for the entire thing?
That's me, honestly.
Yeah,
I love
was
it.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to say I don't watch it the entire time, but I do look at it. If I'm just sort of dozing and I've watched a movie, I'm just like, I want to just drift off. I'll leave that up. I love checking it.
I've been on flights with
And
people
don't-
just watching it intently for the entire
Oof.
6 hours.
Don't worry too much about the beeping sounds or the visible horizon over there.
There's some light
We
wind
just-
as we approach Narita Airport today.
Technically, that isn't wind. It's actually atmosphere. And so don't worry about that. The spin here is absolutely controlled. I hope it's not making anyone sick who's watching this.
We're not
can bring
heading
it back
towards
out
the
here.
Earth. We're just turning Japanese right now, guys. This is completely normal.
Let's kick this back in. And
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on down.
The land
so
of the
yeah,
rising
this is
sun.
Tokyo. You can just level out. You can see. Okay, yeah, this is fucking miles out from Tokyo proper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you'd think you'd see big sprawling city.
No,
No.
yeah, it's like the Melbourne situation, magnified by by 10. Like it's really far out. But yeah, like we said, there's just dedicated trains, with they're sort of like V-Line or coaches or Greyhound buses. They're allocated seats. Oh boy.
Yeah, shake that thing.
Let's just level this out a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It might have something to do with my airspeed that has red and white.
Yep. You got the
concern
speed
lights.
wobbles. You ever get
Yeah.
those when you're riding a bike? Fucking terrifying.
What I'm going to do is...
I reckon slow down.
Well, I've turned my engine completely to minimum throttle.
There you go. Just coast,
Well, and
baby.
you know what, though? I mean,
so we don't
we're
want to
kinda-
land.
No, we want to go have a look at Tokyo, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I was going
I'm
to say,
just
why
trying
don't you, if you head into Roppongi, we can try and
Oh,
locate
yes.
the apartment where Ben and I stayed when we went to Japan together.
All right. Let's give it just a couple seconds to load here. And so which way am I going to get to proper Tokyo? North?
Oh, God.
I don't know. I think west. Let's look it up on. I'm gonna look it up.
If one of you gets Google Maps open, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Mount Fuji?
In the
Let's
in the
head that
far
way.
distance. Could
Yeah. This is Tokyo.
be. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna go to Mount
Skytree should
Fuji
be.
first.
Yeah, let's go to Mount Fuji. I went up here. I don't know if you did, Tommy, as well. Oh, I think you did. To a town nearby called Hakone. Or Hakone.
Where's
Yeah.
that?
It's I don't
You'd
know.
imagine
It's
down the
it's not
bottom,
super
yeah.
super
don't-
close. No, it's
Yeah, I don't.
it's a
You can
bit
just
further
see
out.
Fuji really well from there. It's like a river.
Yeah.
It's like a lake, and
It might
yeah,
be over
it's
to
like-
the east. Yeah,
Is
it might be
it
that
even-
lake there.
Is it this bit?
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where me and
Look at
Ben
that.
stayed. That's the
Yeah.
apartment that we were in.
Oh, hey, look.
Oh, what?
That's
No
gotta
way.
be like the top of a chairlift or something.
There's. I mean, I don't think there is, but
I mean, we got a
That's
bunch
some
of buildings
real.
all
That's
the
some
way
real
down
Wes
Mount
Anderson
Fuji
shit.
here.
wow.
I don't know. This looks. 'Cause what's this stuff? That's from a map image. Maybe these are just crags that it's interpreted because it's so close to a city as buildings.
It could,
I mean, they wouldn't look
probably-
like this, but there might be little stations or something.
There would be, there would be stuff all the. I mean, there's stuff all the way up it for sure. But
Do people
yeah,
ski on Mount Fuji?
I don't think so,
No.
because Nagano is nearby. People go to Nagano to ski. I thought Fuji was sort of a sacred place, but I don't know. I'm not being a skier or a snowboarder and having little interest in the ski fields. I don't know if Fuji is.
I don't. Yeah, I really doubt you can ski off it.
All right, so this has got to be Tokyo over here, then, right? We talking Tokyo?
It looks a little small. I think Tokyo is sort of a bit northeast from Fuji.
Okay, here it is. Gotemba Airport.
No,
Gotemba.
this looks tight. Yeah,
This is looking Tokyo.
yeah. Tokyo's between Narita and Mount Fuji. Yeah, here we
Fuck
go.
Me.
So
Tokyo's
that's
fucking huge.
yes, that's the thing about Tokyo. It's maybe the biggest city in the world. It's fucking ginormous.
Let's get down there and meet everybody.
Let's get
Hey,
down
look.
and dirty.
Well, what's this shit? What do you got in the water here? That's
Fuck,
a
we're
mini
so high
Japan.
up still. Oh yeah, we can go to the man-made island where the Gundam robot lives.
Oh yeah. Oh damn! I wonder if they've rendered the Gundam robot.
Oh,
Well, Tokyo might be one of the cities that they put some effort into because
Right.
it's like Paris and London and New York and those sort of places that
Right.
have custom-made sort of landmarks that you can. So Fujisawa, do you know where we're going?
I still have no idea where we are. Are you on maps, Ben?
I am. Yeah.
Where do you want me to go? Yeah, where's...
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Wait. Stop. Oh, Kamakura.
I'm over Kamakura.
Okay, hold on a second. Kamakura.
Fujisawa. So yeah, Tokyo's kind of northeast from Fujisawa.
Okay.
Yeah, west. Yep. Because the sprawl essentially, continues all the way, but we're still not quite in Tokyo.
Let's go see what this weird little tower is. Look at that thing. Is that the
Yeah,
Gundam? What's this guy?
That could be the island.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah, I think that is.
that
The
definitely.
Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, that looks like
That
it.
looks like a roller coaster or something right
yeah.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of shopping centers. It's a really cool island. It's a bunch of malls.
there. Nice.
But it was really fun to go there. You can
Yeah, that
do
was-
the Mario Kart go-kart around it, right?
Oh, fuck!
Whoa.
Whoa.
Here's Mario Kart himself right now.
Well, there's Mario. I think we were looking
Oh, he
at
went into-
Peach
hold
or
on.
something. Rosalina.
Let's follow one of these cars around.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe it's driving to Tokyo.
Oh, hang on. It just brought up a thing. Tokyo. What's that say?
Oh, that's Haneda. I think Haneda is
Oh, no,
closer
the
to the center
airport.
of Tokyo, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, hopefully
Yeah.
this van's driving there. Hey, honey, I might not be home straight away. I think I'm being followed. I don't know.
It's
there's
like,
this guy behind me.
Wrongfully Accused, where the train follows Leslie Nielsen. Peeks around from behind the tree.
Fuck, these cars are quick.
I forgot
They're
there was
covering a lot of
cars. Like actually moving cars.
Again, as with everything in this game, the effect is intended for being seen from high up in the air,
Right.
which we are certainly not doing right now.
So this, I think, is definitely Tokyo. This big bay.
Look at
Oh,
that.
here we
There's
go.
a bunch of jetties and stuff. Yeah, this is it.
Here
They
comes
beat
some
the Sky
high-rises
Tree.
and shit.
Off,
Yeah.
off to that left, I think, is the Sky Tree.
Yokohama
maybe-
Landmark
now you're
Tower.
talking. Now you're
Yeah, now we're sucking with dicks. Okay.
So keep
So-
going a bit further north and you'll hit Tokyo proper. If you're in Yokohama now,
Yeah.
To go
I think, yeah,
turn to the west. Knox.
Kawasaki-ku. Oh, sorry, north.
Yeah. So yeah,
I was
this
just following the coastline.
this sort of grayer sprawl, I think, is.
Mm-hmm. We talking
Can we-
Tokyo?
Can we find Yokohama?
yeah. So
Yokohama?
Yokohama,
No, so Yokohama is a different city.
it's
right?
like a
Like a
What would you
satellite
call it?
city.
province
Yeah,
prefecture. But so Tokyo proper is like slightly like north from Yokohama, sort of slightly to the east.
Like here?
So yeah, sort of this direction.
Right. Yeah, fuck, we're still not there.
Well, that's
so-
Tokyo
but this-
Hanada International.
Where you get
or
to this
Haneda.
bay, so it's like kind of
okay,
up through
here
here.
we go.
Yeah.
Now we're getting some...
Here
Tokyo
we
Tower.
go.
This has got to
Yes,
be it.
yes, this is it. This is it.
So I'm
Adam, would you just
expecting-
pull over and ask for directions, please?
So we've got a big tower that's rendered like...
Oh,
you know,
it's not rendered. That's the
Damn.
the
sky.
satellite picked it up. Now, I
Wow.
wonder if Tokyo is one of the ones you can purchase.
Oh, I bet it is. Yeah,
Probably,
good point.
yeah.
So Roppongi's
what?
near that, right, Tommy? From
Gi-
memory?
Give me 2 seconds. Let's just hold on for 2 seconds, everybody. Okay, we'd have to leave the game to go and purchase one, and I don't know if Tokyo is one, so fuck it.
Yeah. There's still some stuff here.
Yeah. So what do we got over here? What's this stuff?
So the big park on your left there is Yoyogi
Yeah.
Park. It's one of the
Holy
huge
shit.
landmarks. It's massive. I've been into. There's a greenhouse there. It's really nice and like relaxing and chill. But yeah, massive park. That it's sort of it's like one of our city parks, but it's
So if you head-
huge.
And they've got that bear there, right?
Is there a bear there?
Yogi Park, you said.
Oh yeah, yeah. But so that was my boo boo. What is that? Oh, the National Gymnasium, right? But yeah, then
Wow.
it's sort of like a meeting place for people as well. It's a massive landmark, that park. It's
Well, they've rendered that
or
one
borders Shinjuku, right?
Yeah, Shinjuku and Shibuya. And if you go
Yeah.
slightly to the east from Yoyogi Park, you'll be in Roppongi.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm just going to go back over to the tower here because I feel like stuff is loading in as we go.
Right.
And I want to see if this... well, whatever. Maybe we were meant to pay for the tower. So,
So yeah, like the weird thing about Tokyo is that like Tokyo Station is not in the center of Tokyo.
No.
Right.
It's not like our Melbourne Central, which is literally in the center of the CBD. It's kind of further out. But then, yeah, Shibuya, the Shibuya crossing, and Shinjuku is like the big sort of transport hubs. And they're sort of off to from here, sort of the southwest.
Oh, yeah. Shinjuku,
Oh, yeah,
Nomura
Shinjuku.
building.
Yep.
That one's from London.
Yeah.
That's the pickle. The Cocoon Tower.
Hello.
Nice. It's got balls as well. Very cool.
So yeah, Shinjuku is like the nightlife. It has a smaller district within it that is the red light district, but it's also where all the 24-hour bars and stuff are located.
Cool. So
Yeah.
you could show me around here pretty well.
Yeah.
So from the station here, what station are we talking?
That'd be Shinjuku Station, I guess.
Surely,
Nice.
yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that the one from Persona 5?
No, that's Shibuya.
Shibuya. Where's Shibuya?
It's not.
I'll look it up. Hang on. You want to go...
Follow the train tracks.
It's south. It's
Oh,
from
south.
Shinjuku.
Okay.
It's south.
Fuck. Turn this train around. There we go. Let's
I
follow
feel like
the-
they're holding a lot of this back for the downloadable pack. I feel like it's a lot flatter than
Right.
real Tokyo.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
There
yeah.
wa-
Real
if you
Tokyo
want
is
that-
mostly tall buildings.
Yeah, if you want
Yeah.
that big neon experience, you got to pay for the.
Also, we're not
Nice
getting any
breakdowns.
suburb markers like we were in Melbourne. Like, it would be really helpful because there's a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
suburbs.
National Diet Building. Well, I wonder where the Olympics themselves are being held. You'd
Oh,
imagine
great
around this sort of area.
Well, that looks like a sporting precinct, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a running track.
Yeah.
Because they'd have been building the Olympic stuff by the time that these photos would have been taken.
Surely, yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
So I reckon this is where we're winning gold.
Oh, all the
Watch
seats are
this.
empty. It is like real life.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get in too.
I don't know. You've got speed, you're on point, but technique leaves a little to be desired. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Fuck off, Usain. You're not even competing anymore. All right, where's the pool?
Yeah, we got to clean off the wheels.
Nice. All right, well, here we are in Tokyo. It is, yeah, not necessarily like, the game definitely doesn't stand up to the sort of scrutiny. Like, this building looks like it's been specifically, deliberately modeled,
Yep.
which the National Diet is the Japanese government, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So this is their parliament house,
Yeah, yeah.
essentially. And they've put the effort into places like that. Look at that helicopter pad.
Oh, cool.
Wonder what important people land here. Me.
The filthy casuals, yeah. Beautiful landing.
But the effect from the air, as intended, is still very, very cool. Like, look at this fucking thing. Tokyo
Yeah.
Skytree.
Well, that's
They've
so
made
that's-
that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So that's the thing. I think you get bits and pieces, and then you can buy these packs to make the buildings even more detailed,
Yeah, make it all pop a little bit more.
is the idea.
But yeah, it's a bloody huge city,
Oops.
which is what I liked about it. It's really interesting. Sort of just mentally comparing it to like walking around in Melbourne or in where we live, the sort of suburbs, because it's just packed. Like
Yeah.
the reason that it's so interesting is that you walk down a street and it's just building to building to building to building to building. There's very few spaces where there aren't built up, businesses and apartment buildings, and a lot of the sort of first floor or ground floor frontage is businesses because again there's a multi-million people, so there's got to be businesses catering for them. So it's rare that there's just like a house on the road
Yeah.
that's just a house, and that's that's also why there's vending machines everywhere and really accessible transport and all of that shit. It's everything is packed. Every square inch has
The amount
something
of,
interesting going on.
The amount of bars that are in like apartment buildings where you'll look somewhere up and the address is like, number 8, second floor, and you from the
Yeah.
outside you're like, are we in the wrong spot? And then you go up and it's like, it looks like an apartment building, but every apartment
they
is
have-
is a little bar. That's
They have
four
the
people.
like walking down a street in Tokyo, like in a sort of like a food and drinky sort of area. You often are looking at signs that are like first floor restaurant, second floor different kind of restaurant, third floor bar, fourth floor like LAN party like computer gaming place. The next floor another bar, and that's like most buildings. And you sort of every building you're like, okay, what floor are we going to? Which is just not at all what it's like in Australian cities.
Totally. Yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful looking place, and these, procedurally generated buildings do justice to the city of Tokyo. and
The
city
rich
of Melbourne.
tapestry of culture and nightlife, an ancient
Do you want to
tradition.
do you want to take us in for a proper landing, Adam, and then we'll wrap it up?
Great
Sure.
idea.
Let's. Which airport were we going to?
Narita. There we
Go to
go.
Narita, yeah.
Let's head over there. Be back soon, Tokyo. Ho, ho, hit. Hiya, ho, what? Hey, hachum, what? There
Hachi,
you
machi.
go.
Take me back.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, not now, but later.
Cracky Yui, I miss it.
Damn, yeah, like, this is a big fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
Their airport. So, but there's a train, you'd imagine. Whoop! Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
no.
that was it. It was too much Japan.
You crashed the plane, Knox.
Yeah, the plane, unfortunately, is very much crashed.
I'm assuming you
This-
put up some flat splash screen to cover your home dashboard.
You better believe that shit's getting
Yeah.
nice and hidden. But the you get the idea of how currently this isn't necessarily fully, and it never has been on the PC either, optimized. Like, it's a game that's doing a hell of a lot, and the machines that it's running on now, including the Series S, they really seem to be feeling it. So, but it's available now on Xbox Series S, X, and still on the PC, and they're all on Game Pass.
Yes, this I think I was pretty frustratedly public about this when it happened. I had to reformat my hard drive and reinstall Windows because Flight Simulator and the Microsoft Store completely corrupted my Windows installation.
Yeah.
Really, really fucked me. And that alone is one of the issues that you might experience with this, as well as bugs within the game. It's classic
It's
Microsoft.
a little glitchy. It's a little buggy, but it is a beautiful depiction of the planet Earth, and it's got a good flight simulator attached to it as well. So I think it's pretty cool. And thank you for hanging out with me and looking at a couple of cool places in the world.
Thank
we
you,
are now
Captain
in.
Knox. Thank you very much.
Get the fuck out of my cabin.
I'm taking the headphones with me. Fuck you.
Yeah, we expect you to. We put that into your ticket price, cunt.
Bye.